Welcome to Classic Game Room. It's always a great day in outer space when there's a new Sega Dreamcast game, and I've got one right here. It's Ghost Blade for the Sega Dreamcast. In stereo, it's still thinking. Not only is your Sega Dreamcast still thinking, it's also dreaming of these three fine ladies who pilot spaceships in Ghost Blade. Released more than 16 years after the Sega Dreamcast debuted. This is a 2015 vertical scrolling spaceship shooter from the folks at Hucast, the same people who brought us Dux or Dukes, D-U-X. No relation to Frank. That almost puts this game 6 degrees from Van Damme. How about this? It's 6 degrees from Gigawing, and that's a great thing. But it's not as good as Gigawing, or Fast Striker, or Mars Matrix. It's good and it's a lot of fun, provided you like spaceship shooters. It's the kind of indie release we've gotten used to seeing on the Dreamcast. This one is definitely better than Hucast's last release, Redux, which was a bit disappointing, although the soundtrack for that game is remarkable, and I like the music in Ghost Blade as well. What you do in Ghost Blade is simple. You shoot everything in front of you and score big points. You have a standard shot, and that varies depending on which ship you're flying. Holding down the other shot button will focus your fire into a tighter beam that does more damage. It also slows your ship down, but scores more of those technical orbs, the gray ones that float towards your ship after you defeat enemies, and if you collect a whole bunch of those, you earn extra bombs, and they're pretty handy. Especially later in the game when things get tricky. But here's the thing, Ghost Blade doesn't do anything better than some other games I've done before, it does it all in a fairly pleasing style on the Sega Dreamcast. This is region free, and I'm playing it with the Sega Dreamcast arcade stick. The controls are excellent. Naturally, using the VMU memory card, the Dreamcast will save your high scores. And I like that it's bright and colorful and fun to look at, but they could have gone one step further. Ghost Blade is pretty short, it's only got 5 levels, and level 3 barely counts as a level at all. By the time you get to the last one, you'll be dodging bullet hell madness, so save some bombs. But like I said, there's very little here that jumps out as being better than something else. It's on the Dreamcast, and that's great. I'm not sure what else to say. I like this game. I'm not going to dissuade you from buying it, especially if you're looking for some new Dreamcast games, but I feel like something else could have been put into Ghost Blade. Like maybe 2 or 3 more levels. Some different enemies. Maybe they needed somebody like Jean-Claude Van Damme to read the storyline from the instruction manual. 10,000 years ago, there was an artificial intelligence in Mars known as Shira. When it became corrupt, the evil Shira was banned from Mars by the Earth Defense Force! EDF! 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 Here's the rest of the story. You must destroy evil Shira before she steals your copy of Earth Defense Force 2017 and uses it as a drink coaster, thereby scratching it all to hell. If that's not a fight worth fighting for, then I don't know what is. It's got girls in bathing suits flying spaceships, good music, and it's on the Dreamcast. Sure, I could pick at it for not being that original, but really how many of these games are? You should play Ghost Blade because it's fun, it's on the Dreamcast, it has great music, and because it gives you another reason to shout EDF, 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 EDF at the top of your lungs. Anytime, anywhere. Do you like death? Then die! The best of Classic Game Room is on DVD, Blu-ray, and Laser Hypervision album set. EDF! EDF!